Easy Original here, coming at you with an epic video doing a legendary GT Goku run with the Connected Hope team with no AGL PAIKUHAN. So making not a free-to-play guide per se, but a no staple leader guide with this video. I already have a video out that is the Corroded Body and Mind run with no TEQ JANEMBA. Go check that out. Link will be at the end of the video. And we're about to do a run with no AGL PAIKUHAN. So this is a pre-recorded run, but I was going crazy when I was filming it. And I'm going to be doing live commentary for you guys as we go. So starting off here, we got two STR Namek Gokus on rotation. The strategy starting out is to get both of these guys below, I think their threshold is around 70%. By turn 3, so that they can transform into Super Saiyan Goku and start stacking their defense, because that is one of the critical parts of this run. We need to get these guys with high defensive stats by the end of it, so that they are not getting one-shot by the SSJ4s. They do stack not impressively fast, but they have decent defense stat, and they are good to go by turn 7 or 8 usually. Plus they get a little guard as well. So that's the strategy starting out. I'm gonna speed this up, and you'll see that I'm kind of just playing with mild super attacks, or even avoiding them altogether, so that I can take some damage. And yeah, I'll let that take place, and you'll see us get low and then transform. Alright, so we are now transforming with our first STR Namek Goku into his Super Saiyan form, which is awesome. We're immediately going to start stacking his defense every time he's on rotation. We are not healing this turn, because we need our other STR Namek Goku to transform on his respective turn. So I basically prayed that there wouldn't be a super in the second slot on my not defense built up Super Saiyan Gotenks. And yeah, that was basically the plan. You really don't want to end up using any items before the giant ape stage if you can help it, because things really pick up pace then with damage you're taking. So this guy raises defense up to 120%, 30% per super. And we actually do get super here, that's right. 170, so we barely have any health left, but luckily our duo at the end has a lot of defense. And here we're getting our second transformation, and we can start stacking defense with this guy too. Now this is a fun turn because I am terrified. I'm going to speed up the clip a bit because I'm very indecisive here. Or maybe not. But yeah, my Goku, he's got type advantage, and he only activates his guard upon taking a hit. So I'm very worried about a super attack in the beginning that'll just knock us out, but I decide, stick it out. We barely survive. Here's a defense stack, and we make it through this stage because we have EZA, INT Gogeta, one of my favorite units, coming through and soul punishing this Goku. So, wow. Yep. And this stage is the one I was actually even more worried about, because I'm putting type disadvantage Goku in the front slot, and I'm not going to heal because if you see the turn count, it's turn 6. On turn 7, when our physical duo comes back onto rotation, they're going to transform into Super Gogeta. So I do a little rage mode here to do a little extra damage, and then I hope and pray that we don't get super on this rotation and we make it through until our 7th for us to transform and heal back fully without an item. So I'm going to speed this up and you guys can see how that goes. Yes! So we survived that turn miraculously. No supers. And we get our full heal and transformation. So we are on roll for a great run. We've already gotten really lucky. We get even luckier later on this run. Having Super Gogeta now is a great asset because his defense has shot up from 120% to 150%. So he's going to be tanking most things from now on. We just got to keep him out of the spotlight because we need our defensive stackers in front. And we'll finish off this stage 3 right now with this great lineup we have. I wish I had checked our defensive stats more, but this tanking right here. Oh, we didn't tank, we dodged. That's awesome. I wonder how much we would have taken, but I'm sure this STR Goku's at least 150k defense at this point, and he's guarding. And doing awesome damage well, to boot. So, yeah, all these units are pretty great. You'll notice that we are bringing INT Super Trunks on this run. He fills out the roster pretty weakly in the first half, but once we get to the final tech stage, then he actually does pretty well for himself. So, he's a fun unit to have. And here I'm just very worried about what's going to happen to him. But I'll let the clip run for a little while, and you guys will see how I manage this stage 4. Okay, so this is pretty unbelievable. We're getting supered. I thought we were dead. We barely survived, and we dodged the second hit. We would have taken at least 100k there, and that would have been the run. But somehow, we are still alive, despite Super Trunks taking a super in the worst possible stage from Super Saiyan 3 Physical GT Goku. So, add that to the luck tally, and yeah, let's keep adding as we go. So I just wanted to slow down here and remark that we are getting very lucky with the enemy regular and super attack placements. we are soaking up damage with our STR Dynamic Gokus while they stack defense. And this rotation is great because our weak link, Phase Super Saiyan Gotenks, is not going to be taking any hits. And we have Bomku in the back. He got 9 orbs there, so he's going to be doing a hell of a lot of damage. And then if he gets supered afterwards, he's not going to be taking any either. So, and we're getting a double super here, so double defense raise. Yeah, I could not be less worried about this rotation. And we're doing a lot of damage. I think Super Saiyan Gotenks is at this point at least on his 4th super by now, so his defense is maxed out. He's got 120% now, and it's probably half decent. Okay, here's one of my favorite parts of the run. Thumbnail, side nail, boom, one-shotted. I love Bomku. He's got a great animation. Top tier. Alright, and now we enter stage 6. So here's when things get really good, but then at some points really dicey with item usage. And I'll have to speed through a lot of this because I get very indecisive at certain points, thinking I can't take certain hits, but I'm not too worried about this rotation. Gogeta at the end is going to stack his defense before he gets supered, if he would get supered. And we got type advantage in the middle, and STR Dynamic Goku has a lot of defense too. So we are gearing up for a pretty solid rotation here. Alright, so I was very indecisive there. We are taking a super in the first slot. This is exactly what I wanted. I was very worried that Super Trunks would take the hit in the last slot, so I spent about an hour deliberating if I should use a Princess Snake or not for the 30% damage reduction. I decided against it. I said, screw it, let's just risk it. Hopefully we get supered in the first or second slot and we don't get killed and this run isn't over. The run continues, luckily enough. So we just gotta get past round 6, and then Super Trunks will be helping us survive round 7 with his type advantage. He also raises defense on Super, which is pretty nice. Gets him above 100k sometimes. But yeah, his damage taking is not good there. Alright, so this rotation looks good. I'll sign back off and then sign in again. You guys just keep enjoying the run. Alright, we are finally on the last stage. TEQ Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We got our Rage transformation available because we are below 50% health with SSJ Goku, so we might as well use it. Get a little extra damage in while we're invulnerable. Alright, now the rest of this run is basically us praying that our vulnerable units don't get super attacked, otherwise it's just over. So I am very concerned about that Super Saiyan Gotenks in the back. If TEQ Super Saiyan Goku decides to super him, that's the run. So I'll be mulling over using a Princess Snake for a while. I'll speed up the clip and you guys will see how lucky I get. Oh, I guess we just use it right away, because obviously if I get super there, we're dead. So yeah, I'll speed up the clip and you guys can see how we do. So on this rotation, I start to worry about my bomb coup in the back. Being AGL type, he doesn't stand a chance against a super. I don't care if he's got 500,000k defense, he's getting one-shotted. That's for sure. So this is another hour-long mulling over my options session, so I'll speed it up. But things go well, I get lucky, and we do a lot of damage. We're about a quarter of the way through, a little more than a quarter of the way through this TEQ Super Saiyan 4. He's got a lot of HP, but we're doing solid damage, and we got some nice double super attacks and just some good damage coming out. So yeah. Alright, so that last rotation went about as well as I could have hoped. We got supered in the first slot on INT Gogeta, who just soaked up the damage, only took about 100k. We just healed up about half of that with ST JANEMBA Goku. He got his same type key spheres, and he healed because he has a lot of defense at this point. So now we're just hoping that SSJ Gotenks doesn't get supered in the last slot. And I don't spend much time deliberating this time because I did for a while on the last turn. So let's see how we go. So we have now reached the climax of the run. If we can make it past this rotation, then I'm confident we win at this point. But I am very worried about Super Gogeta, Fifth Super Gogeta in the middle, taking a super attack. So I am very, very hesitant as to whether or not I should use a item and heal up and get some extra defense, and then maybe tank for a super in the middle if it just happens to be that slot. But I decided to just hold off and then use my heal and my defense, my 8er item on the next rotation and just send it on this one. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm just hoping for the best. Do a lot of damage, don't get super in the middle, and we can survive this rotation. And you guys will see that play out right now. we have arrived at our penultimate rotation. I, without a doubt, pop my item at this point to get as much HP and defense as I can get for my SSJ Goku, my Super Trunks. I'm basically just hoping that LR Super Saiyan Goku doesn't get tagged with a super attack, otherwise he'll get one shot. He's an AGL unit. AGL units should not be roaming around in this last stage of this event. So the luck continues. He does not get hit in the middle slot, as you guys will see, but I am just holding my breath throughout this entire run with all these narrow situations. And on this next rotation after this run, we'll have INT lined up for the finisher. So yeah, just sit back, watch, and enjoy the rest of it. Alright, and there is the run. Mission complete. Connected Hope team has beaten the legendary Goku event GT version without AGL PAIKUHAN. So my team build, as you know, is 2 STR Namek Gokus leading the Super Saiyan category. That's how I got it done. Every unit on the team overlaps both Super Saiyan and Connected Hope. So yeah, this is my example team for you guys to use. You can probably sub out Super Trunks and physical Gotenks. There are other options. INT Gotenks, the Dokkan Fest, he's available for this team as well. So he'll make it a little easier. But that's the team I decided to use because it's the first team I used to beat this event. And yeah, there you have it. That's the run. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.